A single golden coin just shattered everything we thought we knew about Jerusalem's most mysterious era. And what archaeologists found next to it. That's where this story gets absolutely mind-blowing. This isn't just any ancient coin. We're talking about a 2,200-year-old golden treasure that's literally the first of its kind ever discovered outside of Egypt. But here's the crazy part. It's what this coin reveals about a forgotten period in Jerusalem's history that has experts completely stunned. I'm about to show you how one small piece of gold is rewriting the history books. But first, smash that like button if you love mysteries from the ancient world. So what exactly are we looking at here? Picture this. Archaeologists are digging in the city of David, right outside Jerusalem's old city walls, when suddenly they hit something that makes them freeze. A gleaming golden coin emerges from the dirt, but not just any coin. This is a drachma featuring the face of Queen Berenice II of Egypt. Wait, Egypt? In Jerusalem? That's where this gets interesting. See, this coin comes from the time when Alexander the Great's empire split apart. After Alexander died, his massive kingdom got divided between his generals. Egypt went to one guy, Syria to another. And Jerusalem? Well, that's where the mystery begins. On one side of this coin, you've got Queen Berenice staring back at you. On the other, something called the Horn of Plenty, a symbol of wealth and prosperity. But here's what nobody expected. This golden coin is apparently the only one of its kind ever found outside Egypt. Think about that for a second. Out of all the archaeological digs, all the ancient sites, all the treasure hunters throughout history, this is the first one to show up anywhere else in the world. But that's not even the most shocking part. What this coin tells us about who was living in Jerusalem 2,200 years ago will completely blow your mind. Here's the thing. There's this massive gap in Jerusalem's history that historians call the Dark Period. We know tons about Jerusalem during Jesus' time because of the Bible and other writings. We know about the earlier periods too. But there's this mysterious 400-year stretch that's basically a blank page. It's like someone erased 4 centuries of history. Until now. Let me paint you a timeline so you can see just how incredible this discovery really is. In 586 BC, the Babylonians destroyed Jerusalem's first temple and dragged the Jewish people into exile. About 70 years later, the Persians took over and let them return home. That's the story of Ezra and Nehemiah rebuilding everything. But then, silence. Almost like the city just vanished from history for centuries. That's when Alexander the Great shows up and conquers everything. After he dies, his empire splits. The Egyptian pharaohs controlled Jerusalem for a while, then the Syrian kings took over. Eventually, that led to the famous Hanukkah story when the Jewish people fought back against oppression. But here's what nobody could figure out. What was actually happening in Jerusalem during all this chaos? Was it just a tiny, forgotten village? Or something much bigger? This golden coin just answered that question in the most dramatic way possible. See, you don't carry around solid gold currency unless you're dealing with some serious wealth. This wasn't pocket change for buying bread at the market. This was the kind of money that only moved between important people, powerful traders, maybe even royalty. Someone with major economic influence was walking the streets of Jerusalem 2,200 years ago. And they weren't alone. The dig site where they found this coin? It used to be a parking lot. I kid you not, people were leaving their cars on top of one of the most significant archaeological sites in human history. But when they started digging, they didn't just find one amazing artifact. They found evidence of royal palaces, First Temple period treasures, and now proof that Jerusalem was a major player in the ancient Mediterranean economy. But wait until you hear what this means for today. Think about this for a second. Everyone always assumed that during this mysterious period, Jerusalem had basically faded into insignificance. Maybe it was just a small town that nobody cared about. This coin proves that assumption was completely wrong. Jerusalem wasn't just surviving during those dark centuries, it was thriving. Major international trade was flowing through the city. Important people were living there. It was connected to the greatest empires of its time. If you're loving these ancient mysteries, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because discoveries like this are happening all the time. But here's where this story takes an even more incredible turn. Remember how I mentioned Hanukkah earlier? Most people think that holiday is somehow competing with Christmas, but actually, if you read the New Testament carefully, Jesus himself was in Jerusalem celebrating Hanukkah. All of these stories, the golden coin, the mysterious dark period, the Hanukkah rebellion, even Jesus' time, they're all part of one continuous thread. And what archaeologists are uncovering is rewriting everything we thought we knew about that thread. The city of David dig site has become like a time machine. Every shovel full of dirt reveals another piece of the puzzle. Ancient seals with biblical names on them. Palace foundations from King David's time. Roman-era streets. And now, evidence of international commerce from the forgotten centuries. It's like watching 3,000 years of history come alive before your eyes. But there's something even more profound happening here. What makes these discoveries so powerful isn't just their historical value. It's how perfectly they align with ancient texts that people have been reading for thousands of years. The archaeology isn't contradicting the old stories. It's confirming them in ways that nobody expected. Every artifact tells the same story. This land has been continuously connected to the same people, the same culture, the same traditions for millennia. That connection never really broke, even during the dark periods when it seemed like it had vanished completely. So here's what that single golden coin really represents. It's not just evidence of ancient wealth or international trade. It's proof that even when history goes silent, even when centuries pass without clear records, even when empires rise and fall and entire civilizations seem to disappear, the roots go deeper than we ever imagined. The connections are stronger than we ever knew. And sometimes, all it takes is one small piece of gold emerging from the dirt to remind us that the most powerful stories aren't the ones written in books. They're the ones written in the ground beneath our feet. What do you think about this discovery? Does it change how you see ancient Jerusalem? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible archaeological revelations that are rewriting history one artifact at a time. The next discovery could happen tomorrow. And trust me, you won't want to miss it.